Hey, what up, it's your boy Nick. So it's no secret that the furry fandom has its range of artistic talent, mediums, and people spanning across the globe. Our fandom in general is its own ecosystem that relies on the community members to keep things afloat and to keep its artists able to do what they do. It is no surprise to many that there are people out there willing to pay exuberant prices for art, a luxury good. From fursuits, kigus, digital art, badges, conventions, and so much more. Today, an absolutely incredible thing happened, and I am so excited to talk to you guys about it. Today on record, we have what is potentially the most expensive furry art commission to this day. Of course, we have Zuri Studios' fursuit reaching $50,000, but in the digital art world, this may be the priciest we've seen thus far. Now, this picture is by Miles DF, an artist that the fandom is fairly torn on for the fact that he has done NFT artwork and his art prices are exceptionally higher than most. Several days ago, he put out a Your Character Here picture with 17 poses for you to get your character commissioned as an NSFW art piece. This is essentially the Last Supper in furry YIF version. You have women upside down doing handstands, like you have spectators, you have positions, I don't even know if they're FEMA approved, but every single Your Character Here in this picture has a price point from $200 to the main character of it sitting at $4,250. The price of a fursuit, not just any fursuit, like a good fursuit. As I'm scripting, 3 slots have sold already, but I have no doubt every single slot will be filled in more ways than one. But the total price for the entire sheet collectively stands at $19,100, which I would personally love to have rounded up to an even 20 because that would have just made my life a little bit easier when it comes to making a title, but you know, thank you. $19,000 worth of art. This picture is going to be legendary in a million ways. And I swear, if I had a character in this slot, I would be damn straight getting a signed copy. I never thought the words $19,000 Last Supper style furry YIF would come out of my mouth, but here we are, and I'm so damn excited for it. I completely understand the outrage surrounding this, but honestly, I'm just genuinely thankful for things like this to occur. The fandom has so many participants that have occupations outside of our community that choose to spend their money within our community. In my last video, I talked about whether the fandom was pay to win, and I genuinely believe that sooner than that, the fandom is more or less this advanced barter system. Artists generally commission other artists. It always goes back around. And a lot of people are going to get generally pretty upset that anyone would shell out even the lowest tier on this image. I completely understand. Even $225 people will still see as a ripoff. And $42.50 is certainly nothing to sneeze at, but it's their money, they're able to do what they want with it. Shrapnel Vargar was actually the inspiration for this video. I love Shrapnel's videos, you should definitely go give him a watch. I think he made an incredible point where it really is hypocritical to say artists should be able to charge what they want, and when situations like these that are groundbreaking happen, people have nothing but outrage to offer the situation.
And this has really shown up some hypocrisy among some furries because, you know, they're all happy to say on Twitter, artists should charge what they think they're worth. But then when this artist charges what he thinks he's worth, they're all screaming for the rafters that he's taking advantage of people and he's abusive and all this bullshit. You know, furry artists in general are undercharging for their services. It's just my opinion.
The fandom is so vast. You have people with occupations far outside the fandom. You have people in healthcare, you have a weirdly large amount of people in IT, you have people in teaching, you have people everywhere who are furries. And they earn their money and they choose to spend it here because a furry will support a furry 9 times out of 10. And that is what sets our community apart from all other artist-driven communities. The fact that we have our own characters, that we love and care about enough to want to see them portrayed in other people's artwork is something that is very different from most artist communities. You have cosplay and things like that, but the furry fan is unique in a million ways, and I will always sing its praise that we always support our artists. I think about the money that goes to the artists so that they can pay their bills, so that they can commission other artists, so they can continue to pursue their passion, and that is something I will always be thankful for. A lot of people are going to say that the fandom is over-sexualized. I actually think that the fandom is just as sexual as it should be. What I mean is this. We commission our characters, our emotions, thoughts, and feelings onto our own, and then wanting to see that created. So we are much more likely to get our characters put in these situations sooner than paying for, like, you know, Toriel X Sans X Shrek fanfic realized. We have artists who who that is their whole job. And as long as it is kept behind closed doors so people have the consent to be able to see those of their own volition, I have no problem. If being sexual helps the fandom ward off brands that continuously try to inhabit our spaces and gentrify the fandom to be family friendly, hell no. I have seen what corporatization can do. I once vended across a Republican booth at Pride because no one was vetting who was there because it was run by the local electricity company. Do you want that to happen to the fandom? No, I didn't think so. You know what? I actually think at some point we should initiate a holiday, a yearly holiday, where every single artist in the fandom has to raise their prices by 5%, just to keep up with the rate of inflation, because people are willing to spend these things. It would help normalize the fact that this is what art is worth. Please don't project insecurities onto other people. I think it's very fair to say that artists should be paid what they're worth, as well as in a separate conversation be excited at the concept that people are willing to spend this much money on the fandom. I think those are two separate conversations. They do have some overlap, but I do think that they should be treated differently. It is okay to say that artists should be paid more, but separately, I think this is something we should celebrate. So yes, there is a $19,000 furry GIF, and I'm very excited to see the outcome overall. Obviously, don't look at it if you're under 18. One last point I'd like to make, this video was made completely under the assumption that Miles DF does not support AI despite having previous interest in crypto from what it seems. Because certainly, I would hope that an artist who's gained so much from our fandom would not in the same breath be projecting subtle interest in programs they're actively seeking to steal from other artists. You wouldn't throw away the entire fandom's goodwill, would you? I can't count the possibility of a simple language barrier from a handful of tweets, but in the same way, I'm just keeping an eye on it, you know? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Go support Shrapnel Vargar, or I'ma come for you, because Shrapnel is an awesome friend, he's an awesome YouTuber, and puts out some of the best videos that I happen to watch, and I'm really happy to be his peer on this platform. Hope you have a lovely day, and I will see you guys next time. Keep it simple.